This is the square. You see the I love tea sign, which seems a little skimpy to me, but it does make it easier to get the whole sign in a selfie frame. And then on that far side, that lovely mosaic you see, which was created by 5 artists. And the mosaic represents the Albanian struggle. That is the National Museum, which is currently closed for renovations. Some dogs over there playing around. You got the Ferris wheel and the statue of Skanderbeg himself, a famous Albanian personality. This is, as I said, I believe Skanderbeg Square, which is a huge plaza, mostly open space, is at the foot of the Opera House, the Opera Building. And you've got the Et'hem Bey Mosque straight ahead. Someone pounded on some drums. This is a Sunday morning. These are a few of the very cool buildings in Tirana. Apparently that is intentional. They are giving contracts to innovative young architects because they want the city to have a more unique feel and not just the glass and steel skyscrapers of many cities these days. There's another very cool building. I believe that's a bank building. And as I said, there is Et'hem Bey Mosque. This mosque was built in the 18th century, and it apparently has been left intact while most of the religious institutions were destroyed or confiscated during Hoxha's rule. Because in 1967 he turned Albania into an atheist country, an atheist state. And he took over or destroyed all the religious, the mosques, the synagogues, the churches. This one, I believe, has remained intact. It is possible to enter the mosque, and I should be allowed to enter it now, but the sign says it's closed. So we'll have to do that on another day. There are beautiful frescoes inside of nature. Animals and nature. There's the clock tower right beside it, which on a sunny day I will go to the top. Although the only nice view, they say, is the view of Skanderbeg Square. And this square is also surrounded by municipal buildings. You've got the Ministry of Transport, the Ministry of the Interior, the Ministry of Agriculture, and their buildings are stunning. I mean, look at that, you can see. Beautiful. So there's the Ferris wheel in Skanderbeg. Another very funky building going up. The gorgeous mosaic. There's another really funky building, a face. Only from one angle does it look like a face. It's right there. I'm going to show you what I mean. So you see the way it looks like a nose, kind of an eye, brow ridge. It doesn't look that way from every direction, but I've noticed that here in the square it looks very much like a face. So as I said, this plaza is huge, which initially makes it seem and feel very bare, but I appreciate the way kids are playing on it, riding their bikes. It's a huge plaza. I think it's over 40,000 meters. And the stones, by the way, the stones, which are quite lovely, are from like different areas of Albania. That's why the stones look different. There's a section that actually has the name of the region of Albania where the stone is from, but I've yet to find that section. When I do, I'll include it. You're hearing the call to prayer from the Et'hem Bey Mosque. So this square really does represent unity. That was the intent, which is why the paving stones are made of stone from all regions of Albania. An interesting feature is that there's a slight incline to this square, where there's a 3% incline actually. The center point is 2.5 centimeters higher than the edges, so that water would not pool in the center and it would just run down, which you can see a little bit here with this little stream of water. It starts in one place, but it goes towards the outer perimeter as opposed to just laying flat, spreading inward. So that was intentional, as was creating all the green spaces around the outside. They wanted it to be bordered in green. So there are lawns and seating spaces and trees all around the perimeter. And there's even a little amusement park right over here. See the carousel? To avoid confusion, people, I'm actually here in March, not December. So we got the carousel, the carousel, and some sort of kiddie bungee. I wonder how many kids pee their pants when they're on that thing. Because I know jumping on a trampoline always makes me feel like I need to pee. This goes down. I don't know what that goes down to. And it is a parking garage. They've built these plastic, filthy places to sit. You see some of the old codgers are sitting over there. The Senate. There's that face again. And here's the mosaic. The struggle of Albania. Got a woman there leading the charge. That's pretty cool. And I love their flag. Their flag is fierce with this two-headed eagle. It is the coolest flag I've seen. And again, this is the National Museum, which is currently closed for renovations. Another feature about this stone that they intentionally, there's a reason they intentionally use stone, was because when stone gets wet, it brings out all the natural colors of the stone, which I've certainly realized on my travels when I go to the beach, especially the rocky beaches, the stony beaches in Georgia. Wow, the stones are so beautiful, you want to take them all home, but then once you get home and they dry out, they're not quite as colorful as when you saw them at the beach. And there's the Opera Tower, and maybe you can see some of the mountains back there. It's a cloudy day. It's probably going to start raining again in a couple hours, but the morning has been very nice. You see that pathway of stones? I just noticed that there's like a pathway of stones that goes straight down. And I haven't noticed it from any other angle on this plaza, only right there. And it does not continue to the other side. It seems like it just comes, I guess, to the center. Let's see if we can figure out where it starts. It should be right around the center here. Okay, now I'm starting to go back down the other side, I think. But I don't see that anywhere else in any direction. Ah, wrong. There it is. I wonder if it's going like north, south, east, west. There's an angle. There's like a 3% slope. It was intentionally built so the rain could run off, I believe. Ah, there's another, goes right to the tourist office. Well, that's clever. So I'm standing here, pretty much in the center of the beautiful Skanderbeg Square. This is the largest square in the city and probably one of the largest in the Balkans. It's 40,000 square meters, this plaza. And it's a big open space surrounded by municipal buildings and a little amusement park, Ferris wheel, mosque, the clock tower, some cool architecture. That is the National Museum. But you'll never believe what I found here. The original Rubik's Cube.
Në përmjet fjalëve dhe veprave që e merr Mehmeti kartë për këtë apo për atë.
And I happened to show up on a day when the Prime Minister is giving a campaign speech because apparently they will be having elections here soon. So he is somewhere over there by that kind of stage thing, interrupting the music and speaking. Lots of Albanian flags here. Let's see how close we can get.
Tokën e zhuritur nga gjap, lodot dhe djersën e shqiptarëve në shekujt e shumë të ekzistencës tyre. Aty
ku së bashku do të ngjisim edhe flamurin më të bukur në botë.